Hey everybody, this is Jeff Hill again. This is kind of a follow-up video to our Medi-share experience. Last video was more about why we chose Medi-share, whereas this one's it's been almost a year. It's time to kind of renew and go through the process of how did the previous year go, what are our options for 2018, and overwhelmingly, I have no expectations that we're going to look and do anything else. I'm pretty sure um, that the options on the healthcare.gov individual insurance are not really or greatly different. And we've had a really good year with Medi-share, and it being new and something we really weren't sure how it was going to work. It still, a year later, was a really good fit for us. So highlights we wanted to share. Well, the things that we were happy about, things that we had to learn to do a little bit different. That's really what is important for us on this and probably anybody considering Medi-share or something like that through Christian Care Ministries. It's just knowing it actually is a really good tool to help you be a better consumer. One of the big fears that we had is that we were going to have to change all of our doctors because the network would be a lot different or limited, or we would regularly find people that wouldn't take it. And honestly, I found a lot more doctors over the previous 2 years that said we don't take healthcare.gov ACA type plans than I did here. Remember that for us, the reason we really like Medi-share is that we got a card in our wallet, and it gave us the comfort of a copay, knowing that we wouldn't show up for a doctor visit and be balance billed or be and say, hey, it was $300 or $600 or whatever it might be, and you kind of got to pay for it now and go through the what can I do cash prices of payment. You at least can have the comfort of knowing I have a copay for everything. It'll go through insurance. Discounts will be applied just like a traditional health care plan that we would have had, we've had all of our lives. It uses PHCS network. So one of the big things that we found we're excited about is we didn't change. I think I'm the only one who changed doctors, and it wasn't because it was on there. I just used this as a chance to change locations. We've moved since I went to a family practitioner that was about 15 miles away. So I just moved that. My wife, my kids, main thing, pediatricians, that was the big thing. And all of them, we had two, including allergy specialists that were all on the same network. So we didn't have to change that. Some specialty things like orthopedics were all on the plan. I called kind of expecting them to say, no, we don't take that. And our luck, maybe because we're in the DFW area, a little bit larger of a network, they were all available. It can't be the case for most people or everybody, I should say, but it was for us. And either way, we had lots of options. I definitely went there and looking at the urgent care. We used an urgent care situation. We had an injury on July 4th. The scenario that everyone hates is out on the lake, and my daughter cut her leg, not in the propeller, but hurt herself, and we had to go. And man, everything was closed or closing. This was, I think it was 6, 7 o'clock, and but we used the website. We went to PHCS, did urgent care, did it all from her phone, by the way, with my frantic wife next to me, saying maybe we just need to go to the ER. And my consumer-driven fears, maybe it's because I'm cheap, and worries about big ER visits because I just know how much more it is on a holiday, and just I was desperate to see if we had any options, and we called a few. And we found an urgent care facility not far from us. I had never noticed, but it's been there for years. And it was a great experience. The whole thing got stitches and staples and all that stuff we needed to get for that scenario. And it ended up being about $150. We got a bill a few months later after discounts and everything. So I was really happy that I had multiple options for physicians, for facilities, urgent care, and hospitals. So that was a really big deal, and I think that's what really, the combination of having a card and a copay and knowing I'm going to get an explanation of benefits later, that gives us a chance, if it was a big bill, we had a few of them that were bigger than we expected, to make payment plans rather than always hitting our budget and having to just pay out of pocket as soon as we get it. Everybody's been super flexible about making it in a few payments if we need to. So the other thing I was going to talk about is prescription. It may be one of the things that most people get scared off by or are concerned with. So, and it was for us a little bit because prescriptions are not covered on Medi-share. It is up to you to pay out of pocket. So we saved a lot of premiums. In our case, we saved a ton of premiums. So I always knew that was going to be the part that I would say, all right, well, with some of that extra savings, we're going to pay out of pocket for prescriptions. And so that was the case. As you can see on our screen, the GoodRX, I know there's multiple ones out there, and we're going to do a follow-up video about another program that our partner in technology, our benefit advisor, Tawny Booth and Associates, introduced to us a few months ago. That was a great fit. But on the basics, we used GoodRX for 6-8 months, and allowed us to go onto their site, type in a prescription of something you might have. So let's say Flonase. It will let you look through that, search for the lowest prices. This is over the counter, some of them, so not all of them are over the counter, I guess. So let's just, this is just an example we've used for lots of years, and a lot of people have things like this. So lots about that, and here's how it works. You just go through it and you'll see where the best discount is. And once you see a discount, you just hit the free code. It obviously lets you put in your zip code and everything. Every time I gotta click that back. It will let you go and put your zip code and go and click here for the free coupon. What's great about that is it has a couple of options. There it is. By the way, if you print it, email or text it to yourself, I just saved it because what I found is that it didn't change every time I went to the physician, the pharmacy. It's the same coupon. So I took one picture if I had anything every month and just saved it. So I didn't have to look every month. I didn't have to get a different code or a coupon. I just showed them every time. It doesn't need to be live or printed. I put it on my phone and showed it to them. It worked like a champ. So one thing, my warning that we ran into maybe once or twice is that what the doctor prescribed didn't exactly match what we put on here. So maybe it was for 30 days or 90 days or something for a different amount or figure. So we ran into that quite a bit where we had to go get something altered and then put it back in. So other than that, it was a great experience, and we really thought it was easy, and we're anxious about this next year. So I wanted to share a little tidbit about the pharmacy and the provider network and hope that helps folks. See you later.